All right. Welcome to the 2017 World Sneaker Championship Top 32 Selection Show. We're coming to you here live at the Wacom Experience Center here in lovely downtown Portland, Oregon. It's only raining a little bit today. I'm dry now, but I was wet a little earlier. But we are here to share with you who will be advancing to the top 32, all right? So we have a few special guests here to help us get through this exciting, difficult time to get to these 32, because it was a long process, it was a difficult process. Tons of votes came in, but we're in a good spot. I think we're all happy with where we are. A lot of tough decisions were made, but we're about to get things started. But before we do that, I want to first introduce our first guest, Mr. Rick Peterson. Rick is here joining us courtesy of Wacom, as well as who you cannot see is in the background over there is Megan hiding in the back, who was so gracious to come in and let us invade the Wacom Experience Center so we can bring you this broadcast. Actually, the other two guys aren't even guests. They're just part of what we do and who we are. So Mr. D. Wells and Mr. Sean Williams, introduce yourselves.
First D.
Thanks for being, inviting us back. Definitely good to be part of the family. Man, this competition, World Sneaker Championship 2017, I always look forward to it. Last year was big, braggadocious, and then some. And I can only imagine this year is going to be bigger and even more bold. So let's get ready to rumble.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna be good. I had a little choke up moment because I got a little something extra in my cup. So this is gonna be a tough one, boy. Tough one.
Yeah, the choke up moment was from you getting spanked last week. That's all.
We'll see. We'll see what happens this week, though. That was us making our predictions. Let's see, who's closest to being Nostradamus this week. Okay.
Let's do it.
Hey, look at me.
All right, so you know what, just because I went in pretty hard with you last week, Sean, I'm bowing out this week. I'm gonna give the reins over to Rick this week. So Rick is gonna take the torch of where I left off to continue to make you a little bit darker than what you are, right? So, because you got burnt last week, and you're gonna get burnt even more this week. All right, bro?
So you basically want Ricky to take your beating this week.
If you
I'll bring my own game, so we'll see how it works out.
See, there you go. See, he may be a little quiet, but he got game. Don't worry about it.
Rick is gonna listen. We're not burning anybody this week. Rick is gonna get cooked.
Come on now, we got this. We'll hook it up.
All right, so let's get started. I know there's a lot of people interested and ready and curious to see if they've advanced to the next round. But what we want to do first is take a look at what happened last week. We want to do a bit of a recap of what happened last week, so you can get a feel for those of you who are out in the internet land. Get a feel for what happened. So we're going to give you a bit of a recap of what's going on for last week's episodes that we had. So let me get going. Let's share this. Yeah, there we go. Let me get this going. All right. So here's a little recap of the beatdown that Sean took from last week. Just so everybody can see kind of what happened. But first, you know what? Before we get into the situation that went down in New York City, what I first want to do is absolutely, hands down, thank Foot Locker for giving us this opportunity to be a part of this program with us. You've been a great partner with us last year. We had an amazing time at the Experience Center in New York. And it's just keeps going. I'm glad that we decided to come back together for 2017, and we're going to make it bigger than what we did last year. And I think, as you'll see in the show today, that we're going to further continue to elevate and make sure that we represent Foot Locker proudly, as well as further develop and enhance what's going on at the World Sneaker Championship. I also want to personally thank Wachaya for delivering an amazing presentation that you're going to see today. So make sure that you guys tune in and watch all the little special effects that's going on, because it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be really harsh for people who didn't get selected, though. So I hope you, I hope you're not too hurt by what happens. All right.
Hell's Kitchen.
Next, I also want to thank the lovely people at Wacom for being a part of this program with us. This is the first time we've worked together on this particular program, but Wacom has been with us for an awful long time, being a huge supporter of the Pensole program in our school and the things that we've done. And that's personally because of Rick here. You came by the studio maybe 4 or 5 years ago and came in, and as a fellow sneakerhead and a lover of sneakers as well, it was kind of a natural connection for him to engage the Design Academy with the most amazing design equipment. So it was perfect. Yeah, a perfect marriage. All right, so we're going to get it. We're going to get it going to the top 64. All right, so we want to show what happened. We want to show what happened in New York City at the Experience Center.
Wow.
When we announced, by the way, big applause for Mr. Maxwell Lund again for winning the 2016 tournament. I think he's still recovering from doing some schoolwork that he missed the week that he was in New York with us, but hopefully he'll be the only one at his college walking around with something that he actually designed on his feet and that was sold at Foot Lockers worldwide. So Maxwell, congratulations again for winning the 2016 tournament. And I would definitely say that your efforts and everyone's efforts from 2016, you can see the elevation that people had to step up with 2017. So as you can see on the screen here, this is the people who made the top 64. And I want to walk you through a little bit of what happened. So Sean and I, we made our selections. You know, we went head to head the first time. So this is the first matchup we had. So everybody can see the first matchup. So because I'm handing it off to Rick now, so Rick and Sean, now you guys are going to go to battle. And this is where we were last week, Rick and Sean. So Sean, Garnaz is your guy, Keenan is your guy, Rick. That's a good matchup. What you guys think is going to happen with that one?
First of all, Rick is going to go down on this one, simply because you see this design right here by Gurnias, it's already pointing at him, telling him you're going down. It's got a nice forward b-boy stance, nice high top, aggressive lifestyle design, which is right up my alley. And, you know, I'll just let Rick say what he sees on that.
Well, I can see the stance you're talking about and what you're bringing, but I kind of like what Keenan's bringing here as far as just an athletic-looking shoe, nice sole line, has a lot going on, but I think it's got something going here. So let's see where we land out.
Yeah.
You don't see
I told you was gonna get a little darker today, Sean. I told you.
I took the first L.
Yes. So your boy Keenan advanced.
Keenan's moving. Let's go.
All right, let's see. Let's check out the next matchup from last week. See what happens.
Okay.
I'm smelling something. Devin Quinn. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna let Rick kick off this one.
Yeah, I'll take that. So I think Quinn's got something kind of fresh going on here with the nice lines, bringing that strap across front all the way through. It's a nice look to it. Kind of has a nice stance there.
Yeah, for Kevin's design, I kind of like the cut kind of dip around the ankle area, and then it looks like it has a lot of strong foot support in the rear, heel cup support. And then I also like that kind of fast, athletic type of was taken for the tooling. So I'm going with Kevin for this one, man. I'm standing by my dude. I don't think Quinn stands a chance on this one.
So, what you think, D? If you were to put the money somewhere, D, where would you put
I'm
it?
gonna go rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kevin on this one.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see.
I can see it. Nice work, Sean.
Okay.
All right, I got that one right.
Yes. There we go. All right, let's go to the next matchup. All right, let's see what we're looking at.
Ooh, look at these.
Antoine and Eris. Okay.
All right, so I like the updated, futuristic moccasin type design here by Antoine, man. And so far for me, I'm partial to that, really aggressive, forward lunging kind of stance on some of these designs. So for me, and I'm feeling that, that World Sneaker Championship kind of globe logo on the front, real bold.
I saw that. Okay. Okay.
I'm really feeling that statement right there. So Aris goes down. So far in flames is the way it's going today.
All right. I like what Antoine's bringing there. It's a nice look. I think Eris here, it's kind of a nice sweeping look to it. Kind of has a nice stitch lines on it. That sole to me is interesting with its flex. So I think there's something unique about that. It struck me. I dig it.
All right, D, you care to make a prediction on this one, D?
I think the futuristic kind of look and feel by Aris's sneaker is going to take this one, only because it's just that. I mean, Antoine's reminds me a little bit of a Huarache.
Yep.
I think people be like, yeah, it's cool, but we've seen that before. I think Aris may take this one.
Okay, all right, let's see. Yeah, D, you rolling, boy. 2 for 2.
I'm 2 for 2.
Oh, maybe I get you to Vegas. All right. All right, let's see. Let's go to the next one.
Let's go. Now I really want to roll.
All right.
Yeah.
So, D, hold on. Let's see. You want to call it before?
I'm going to call this before. Anthony versus
Quetzal.
Anthony Quetzal. I'm going to go with, just because of this like crazy vamp, on Quetzal, I'm going to go with that one.
Quetzal. Okay. All right. That does look kind of cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
I would
And
think, Rick, D is 2 for 2. And you picked your guy, man.
I think this is a nice look. I like the different fabrics being brought in, kind of weaving it together. It has kind of a cool look within that. Looks like it would have a nice glove fit. So I'm on with that. Quetzal's got it.
I'm really digging Anthony's design here. I'm a fan of that tassel lace situation up top.
That is dope.
I really feel, I'm really digging the up to the lower ankle area, the design there. So that's kind of like a lifestyle play on a shroud. Basketball days old, you know what I'm saying? So I'm digging that one. I'm sticking with Anthony, man.
All right. Let's see. Dang,
Nice.
that got to get you to the top, D. Yeah, you 3-0, man. Do they have a track in where you are? You in Massachusetts, right? Do they have
I'm in Massachusetts, man. I know. I got to go to Mohegan Suns of Foxwoods right about now.
Okay, yeah, quick. Yes.
Quick.
Well, your luck changed. You better go.
Got that John Manziel thing going.
Man. Okay.
Man, next matchup. Forget all that.
Set right now.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Tight. I'm a little tight.
All right. Oh, nice matchup.
What you got?
Yeah.
Speak up, Rick.
Nice matchup.
Yeah, let's look here. I think, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, so I'm going to probably break that one. But on Bang Shoe here, I think the sole line's kind of nice with that sweeping look. Feels like it will fit nice and snug, especially with the strap coming across the toe box there. I think it looks pretty fly. Has a nice look to it. So I think we got that one.
You think you got that one?
I think.
I'm rolling with my guy, Yu Hua Chen. Because, first of all, I'm a sucker for black sneakers. I love all black shoes. I have an army of all black sneakers. And I like how he strategically placed the red here to not overdo it. And about the way that forefoot design and the lacing system together kind of speak to me. I don't know why, but I kind of like that. And it reminds me of the windows, the older buildings on the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Cool.
Got the inspiration from?
Architecture? Really? You were bringing all East Side architecture?
I'm a New Yorker, man. You know what it is.
Wow. Okay. All right. So, before you continue being right, all right, I want to make sure everybody out in the internet land know that we got here based on voting. Okay? And D is so far doing pretty damn well with these results. But they have been guarded, these results have been guarded more than the NBA draft lottery selection has been guarded.
Yeah.
So we're finding out at the same time. Everybody's finding out at the same time. But I just want to make sure that I personally thank everyone out there who took the opportunity to jump online and vote. I know we had a little hiccup the first few days, but we're all good now. But a lot of people turned out, which is fantastic. So thank you guys very much for doing that. D, all right, you 3-0, D.
This is big money right now. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with you. Watch and sneaker.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
see. Yeah, I am.
All right.
I was wrong.
Conspiracy.
Now you Golden State Warriors, bro. You go.
I'm telling you.
You're the Warriors right now.
Blowing the 3-0 lead.
Yeah, man. You 3-1. Okay. All
Okay.
right. Let's see.
Wow.
All right, let's go.
That's Rick with the 3-1 lead.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just getting lucky. I don't know.
Okay. All right. This
All right.
was good.
Go ahead, Sean. You got.
Nice rendering.
All right.
Well, I'm on this one. I gotta win this one. The law of averages, but that's not why I wanted to win. I kind of like Nicholas Snyder's design right here. I kind of like the futuristic yet retro feel of this shoe. It reminds me of something that play in. You know what I mean? Just because I'm curious.
Wait. Play what? Wait. Play what? Play what? Didn't I school you at that Papa Shot one time? I wasn't even looking. I was shooting and not even looking, Sean, and I still won.
You know what's sad is you don't even look, so you don't know if they all went in or not. You just assume.
That's a good point.
I'll give you a good credit. You're from the West Coast. You can shoot from outside the ballpark. I guess.
Yes, bro. As soon as I realized 3 count more than 2, I started doing more of that.
You know, I'm feeling like Nicholas Snyder's design is a 3-ball and Joe Carson's is a 2.
Okay.
All right. I see where you're coming at it from there. I look at Joe's. It's a nice design. It has a good looking feel to it. The ties with the back feels like a moccasin, like a little bit. But to me, it kind of has a unique kind of feel to it with relation to the sole and how that's kind of designed through. I could see rocking that as a lifestyle sneak.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Let's see what the people thought about it, folks. Let's see what the people think.
I wasn't so sure about that.
Wow.
That's cool. I dig.
All right.
Man, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home, man.
All right, let's see if you can recover, man. Let's see.
I got one victory so far. I'm not feeling this.
Tough one.
Down.
You got one.
Wow.
All right.
Yo, these two are very progressive designs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Are they both from France? Wow, they both have French names. Is Brand's a French name or beer? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sean, you want to start out?
Man, Brand's design, what's really grabbing me is that kind of ocean play. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And also that old school, you know, I forget what period that makes reference to, but the upper of the shoe. That just really speaks. I want to say colonial times, but it just reminds me of something from like that swashbuckling type era. And I think I feel like if I were to talk to him about this shoe, he would tell me a story that would make me like it even more.
Good point. Very good point.
I think on that front, there's definitely a story with that shoe, for real. If I look at Alex's, it's kind of a tale of two shoes in my mind. Kind of that front end, real sleek, nice design. Love the sole look and feel, kind of with the grip feel to it. Back end, it's interesting. I'm not sure I'm loving, but I think it's kind of cool. It pushes it. Damn straight, it pushes it out. So it's really kind of nice to see that back. So as far as that one, sleek, simple, but then kind of pulls through the backside. I think that's got some serious game on that.
Yep. You got the little hood of the France flag right there, a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, D, what you thinking?
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with Alex's. Alex de Paris.
All right.
She was pretty fast.
Ooh.
I'm really about to leave though.
You got three more. You got three more rows to go. You definitely took an L in this one though. But
I took an L in this grid. I took an L big time in this grid until just now though.
Yes. Oh yes. This is good though.
This is
Great matchup. Great matchup.
All right, D. I'm gonna let you lead this one off, D. Where you think? Where you think the votes win on this one?
This is definitely, you have two very futuristic, high ankle, but I think what people are gonna like is Elias's design because of that sock liner, but with that Pensole sticking out there. People are gonna see that and be like, yeah, I need that. They want to show off a little bit with the Pensole and WSC World Sneaker Championship logo. So
that's nice.
Elias is gonna take this one.
You're going there. I like Lydia's floating heel though.
True.
Floating heel. That's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Sean,
pretty good.
D with your boy Sean. So you think he's gonna be right?
Well, for me, I love the heel cup design. The kind of zigzag with the wrap around and the cutout in the back, which kind of exposes the liner. And then, of course, who's going to hate on that Pensole World Sneaker Championship logo prominence right there? Who's going to hate on that?
They're bringing that strong for sure. Yeah.
You know, but also the shoe kind of reminds me in the front portion headed towards the toe cap of the old the Dutch clogs, like a futuristic Dutch clog.
Dutch clog.
I'm not sure what to think of that.
Well,
where do you go with that? No, that's good. Let me take a look at Lydia's here. So I think Dwayne hit it on the heel cup there. It's quite nice. I think the overall design is kind of elegant, simple. Feels like it would have a nice fit with that sock liner. But the knit, the fabric, what I would assume might be a knit fabric, looks like it has some interesting just design elements to it, just a fresh feel. So to me, that has a nice flow to it overall. I dig that.
All right. So yeah, by the way, I have to remain neutral. I can't make any predictions. That was big. Later,
That was
Ian.
upset.
Maybe a little bit.
All right.
Congrats,
Okay.
Lydia. That was an upset.
Wow. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you went 6-2.
Yeah,
In that
not bad.
bracket, D.
Not bad.
6-2. Oh my goodness, that's good numbers.
Yep.
All right. Let's get to the next one. I know people on the edge of their seat trying to see where they're gonna shake out in this one.
Yep.
All right, Gabriel and Garrett.
Okay,
G Money.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Gabriel and Garrett got the spectra, the chroma flare kind of effect on Gabriel's.
Come on, man. You from the West Coast. That's chameleon paint, son.
I know. I done got the chrome and paint jumping off. No chrome, they got the paint though.
Yep.
Paint. Got that paint going on Gabriel Gonzalez's design. I love how that play kind of leads you up the intricacies in the back. You know, that very intricate heel cup / going on there with that wraparound, which kind of exposes through that shaped window cutout in the side, and then even the tongue area.
Yeah.
It kind of expresses a little bit of progression. It's reminding me a bit of my graffiti roots. The angular, blocking on the letters that we used to use, and then exposing something real beautiful underneath. Mentioned, so I'm digging the entire color spectrum and play on Gabriel's design, man.
Nice.
Has a chance. No disrespect to him.
I see where you're coming from that on Gabriel's. On Garrett's, as I look at it, I mean, it's nice overall design. It had a lot of variance in the look, the feel on that toe zone. To me, it definitely, I mean, if I think about Portland and where we're at, I mean, this is the perfect outdoor gear. Slap it on, and get out in the outdoors. So definitely has a unique feel in that respect. Like the Pensole or the World Sneaker Championship logo kind of brought in there on the back strap. Around the heel cut.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a dope integration of that.
That's nice.
All right, D. Let's see how you doing in these numbers.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go with G versus G. I'm gonna go with Gabriel. Gabriel.
All right.
Bracket right.
Yes.
Yep.
Got it. That's a good
Congrats, Gabriel.
start to bracket 2. That's good. All
That's
right.
a good matchup, though. That was a great matchup.
That was a great one.
All right, let's see.
All right.
Ooh.
This was a tough one.
This is the bondage round.
I wasn't sure where to go. The lacing system.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, for me, I can only go in comparison to Vaughn's design. Julian's is a better description, a bit more conservative in terms of the lacing system. I do like the nature with which the tooling on Julian's design was crafted. The double pull tab, I'm a fan of pull tabs because the system on his shoe is pretty intricate where you kind of want to lace them every time. I don't like to tie my shoes. So once I tie them once, that's it. It will work crazy for me. So I could actually see myself in Julian's shoe over Vaughn's.
Okay.
I was a guest appearance on like 50 Shades Darker, then Vaughn's shoe would be better.
Yeah. All right, so I agree. I think Vaughn's is an interesting one. The lacing system to me definitely plays a forefront. It's different, definitely pushes it out there. Overall, it has an interesting stance to it. Nice incorporation of the World Sneaker Championship logo. So I think it's an interesting play.
All right, let's see. D?
I think people are gonna go for the wild lacing system of Vaughn's in this one.
Okay.
Even though Julian's has that like very sleek looking.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. That's it.
I'm sorry, D. I pushed it by mistake.
I was wrong.
Never
D.
know.
Wells takes an L this bracket? Whoa.
Wow, that's 0 for 2. Oh, no, you got it. 1 for 1, right?
No, I'm 1 for 1. I'm 1 for 1.
1 for 1. I'm sorry, quick trigger finger. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Yep.
All right. Next one.
Ooh, Charlotte and Abdul.
Hey, Rick.
Say that again?
This ain't your grade, Rick.
Yeah, you may have it on this one. I don't know. Interesting.
Abdul and Charlotte.
First of all, Charlotte, she gets busy.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Second of all, on this particular design, she wants you to know she gets busy. Combination of shroud / intricate lacing system, aggressive classic basketball stance.
Yeah.
And then the stitching pattern from, toe cap all the way up. And then that nice classic incorporation of the World Sneaker Championship logo in a spot that everybody can be familiar with. Classic on this one. Red shoe, white tooling. World Sneaker Championship, simple and plain. I love the perforation and, breathability of it through the front, which sometimes when people do the shrouded footwear design, there's no breathability in a lot of cases. Case for her shoe that the perforations do equate to, some ventilation and breathability on the shoe, but it's like, we're going to take it old school on you.
Yeah, I'd say that's tough. Charlotte's that's a nice shoe. And you're right. I mean, there's a lot going on, but it has some nice looks. Almost has some a little bit of throwback Jordan-esque quality to it. I don't know. There's something I'm capturing out of that. But yeah, there's a lot. If I look at Abdul, I mean, bringing a nice kind of running look. Feels a little like something I may have seen before, but it's cool with the lacing system, bringing that around the backside, and then kind of the sock entry. And it has nice look to it, nice silhouette. So interesting.
All right. Good tonal play. You did good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, D. High top, low top.
I know this is one of those where, the old man in me likes the low tops. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna front.
Yeah.
But I think Charlotte, with this lacing system and just everything, the red. I just love the offset laces too. That just sets it off. So I'm gonna go with Charlotte. Boom.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what the world thinks. Whoa! Wow.
No!
Wow. That was a tough one.
No. Tough one.
That was a real tough one.
That's a tough one.
On that one.
1 for 2 this round so far, man. Woo.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Party time, Rick. What you got?
Yeah.
I got Joey coming in on this one. It's a nice design. I mean, I like sole line. Kind of has a cool look to it. Has a bit of a athletic stance. The sock, the entry in. I love that style with the whole loops, simple lacing system, and then just what I can imagine would be some really cool blocking with the colorways and what can come in on this. So
Yeah. It's interesting use of laces. That's interesting.
as well, what looks like might be some perf design up front. across the toe zone. So it's actually it's an interesting design. I think that's got some nice play. Backside with the logo integration, kind of cool.
Yeah, it's going down.
We'll see.
Reason why is because my man Tommy's shoe, futuristic play on the classic lifestyle runner category to me. You know, that category where runners are made just to chill in, not really to run in anymore. Back to that category, but with the futuristic play with some, even with the stance of the shoe itself, that progressive kind of in your face kind of stance, even in the back with the, decoration and, design of, the heel counter tab, which again, a functional pull tab for me will win every time. I'm digging Tommy. I'm riding with Tommy on this one. Classic integration of the Pensole P and the World Sneaker Championship there, just like classic lifestyle runners do.
That's
I see
true.
your game.
All right, D.
All right. Let's see. Man, I'm tired. I'm not doing too well this round, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the classic runner. So I'm gonna go with Tommy. Tommy's got that, fast speed. Let's get it. If you're wearing, so whoever wears this in the 40-yard dash next combine, take the fastest speed. That's what I'm going with.
All right.
Man,
Wow.
I'm getting
That's what Joe
blasted this round.
Wow.
See what happens? You start off hot and then literally flames.
Wow.
World Sneaker Championships, it's real.
Yeah, this is real. This is like being in Vegas, right? You do real good and you do real good at first, then you get all your money back.
Yeah, the only difference here is you're not allowed to put your house up.
Yep.
Exactly.
Wow, this is actually a tough one. I like both of these ideas here. There's some really good stuff going. All right, I'll let the experts do this one. Nice little camo. Looks like you got a little camo hit there.
Go ahead, Rick.
Well, I don't know. I think this one found me on purpose, being on the right side. But each design here, type the camera, to me, that's a bit of an essence that I really like. I like how it's kind of brought into actually the lacing system itself. That's pretty fly. It just has kind of a sleek, futuristic look to it. Actually, really dig it. And the heel cup kind of coming in with some texture to it and how they've kind of built that out. I think it looks pretty good. So I think that's a win. Pull tab as well, kind of coming up with a sock fit.
Yeah, it's a nice take on the booty construction.
Yep.
All right, Sean.
I would love to know,
Bridget.
what Bridget was really thinking on this, because this is a play on quite a few classics. You have some brands that come to mind when I see, kind of rocker panel, kind of toe spring shape. Kind of speaks to that old serious runner category, that aggressive fit, but with the cross-training appeal of texturized to contrast against the upper. I'm digging the one loop lace toggle, which is also a play there. Who doesn't like an asymmetrical, ankle design when done properly? But this one is kind of layered, where it kind of starts, then it loops around and then tucks under, which I'm really digging there. From what I see, it appears to have, stability support, or play on the stability support, which also speaks to old runners for me. So she kind of harkened back, Bridget did, shoes that, very progressive and forward thinking, and she kind of mixed them all together on this design for me. So, Bridget.
Okay.
I think Sean might have an attention to detail. We'll see.
Yeah. D?
Man, I'm tired of taking losses, but man, okay. I'm gonna have to go with is it Nike Shang?
Nietzsche, I believe, yeah.
Nick Shang. I'm gonna go Nick Shang. I'm gonna go there. As much as I like the low, I just think people have voted on that high top.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good one. I like the detail you put into that one. That was good.
2 for 3. 2 for 3.
I don't see me on here no more. It's because I had enough.
Oh.
Gee. Oh,
Right.
wow. Okay.
All right.
All right, D, let's go ahead first, D. What do you think? Where do you think the world went with this one?
The world. Oh, wow.
They both got really, if you look really close, because the shoes are in black, you have to look really close to see
So many details.
Yeah.
Exactly. Wow, they are very similar. Okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go with what people think they already see and know, because that's how people vote sometimes. So I'm going to go Pratika Singh.
Seeker, okay. All right. You guys got something, or you just want me to go see who won? You want to see who won?
They tell you where to go. E40.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's Jim. I almost have a phone post here.
Okay.
G
I can see
pulled
that.
it off. Okay.
I can see that.
All right. Ooh. KO and Vidit. Oscar and Vidit. Okay. Nice renderings of both, actually.
Very good rendering.
Sean, what do you think? What do you think of Oscar?
We just misplaced Sean for a quick second, so I'm going to jump in. Sneaker looks like it was made out of recycled materials. That heel cup looked like it could be and become like a slipper, so something that could be easily put on, quick and go.
Okay.
Just like get your foot in and keep it moving with that strap. Size probably. There's a lot going on in this one, so I definitely the ease of getting this sneak. That I see that right then and there.
Okay. Rick, what do you think of Vidit?
Vidit's kind of cool. I would love the story behind this, man. It's kind of a cool, it has kind of a nautical feel to it to a certain extent. I like the flow, and as well the kind of what looks like might be kind of a lace-up system with some wire side, but then the pull-through, it covers it. So it has unique looks. And then coming around the back with the strap, the feel, I actually like it. I can see it playing that off as a lifestyle stuff.
Yeah, strong color blocking too. Yeah, really iconic. Let's see what the world has to think about this one. Wow.
Yeah. See, they went for that Hatteras boat nautical look like you talked about there, Rick. Yeah.
Okay. All right, last matchup in the second bracket.
All right, Paper, you're up, man.
You
Riley and Silvano.
want me to rock on this?
Yeah, go ahead. Silvano.
Yeah. So interesting, nice aggressive stance. Lacing system seems pretty cool. Kind of nice and supportive. Bring it on in there. I like the color pops in certain areas. Bringing that off the heel with what looks like might be some sort of gel, what have you. Bringing the pencil out of that. Within some of the colors up on the entry zone there. So yeah, I like it. Kind of has a clean, fresh line to it.
Riley's is nice too. I like all the intricate overlay, underlay kind of details. The midsole and outsole is a bit too busy for me, but I actually really like the upper. The upper is pretty creative.
Very. It reminds me of something if you're casting a new group for Mad Max in the Thunderdome. This is what they'd be wearing. That type of aggressive, kick you in the grill kind of look.
That's cool. Yep. It's definitely a pattern maker's nightmare, but
Exactly.
It's actually really, really interesting. So I actually like the visual of it. But doesn't matter what I think. Wow.
So Vinyl Spada. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Let's keep it moving. So I know a lot of anxious people out there, so we want to make sure we get through it so people can. Some people are probably staying up late at night to watch this. So let's get through it. So Daria and Alto. And Alto. Two high tops. I don't know if we had two high tops against each other. This is a good one. What you think, D?
I mean, the cues on both of them, the blocking, the floating, midsole and autos. I love the color on Daria's. Like the sock line with the Pensole P. Different things going on here with both of them. Autos even reminds me of some classic, basketball sneakers from the late '80s. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Auto.
On this one. Think, Rick? You think Auto's gonna pull it out?
I think Auto can pull it out on this one. I do. I think it definitely pushes it, right?
Yeah.
And the kind of the tonal feel to it to a certain extent. Lacing system that kind of straps in with that raised kind of mid zone there. I think it pull it off. Also, it looks to be some nice detail up on that boot area with maybe in the neoprene style or meshing in there. It's nice.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's nice. Okay. Good. It's the world thing.
Nice,
Yo, how am I not here and I'm still taking beatings?
Yes.
Carries on, bro. Carries on.
Yes. It don't stop.
As the beat goes on, man.
Yes. Yep. All right, Jesse and Marco.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. I'm back now.
Yeah, Jesse and Marco. So Sean.
All right. You want to go on this one, Rick?
I can rock with this. Yeah. Marcos is interesting.
It's really complex, man.
Yeah. Kind of feels like lightning bolts. It feels like it's pulling across on that sole, which is kind of cool. And then the laces pull with that, to a certain extent, with kind of pulling the structure up through the laces. So I'm digging that a bit. That kind of the stance of it as it leans forward and that socking system. So I'm actually somewhat partial. I like Marcos a lot. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Double lace. That's good. All right, Sean. My man Jesse, he kind of killed my Pensole logo though, but I'll forgive Jesse a little bit on that one.
Well, you see, I was actually going to say that I like only because out front but hiding in plain sight kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like the hidden in plain sight thing because it makes you curious as to why the P is where it is.
Okay.
Also liking that kind of, voltage kind of theme. Soul design, similar to Marco's, there's a lot of high energy kind of voltage theme on this. And then the rest of the shoe is kind of really, classic runner kind of theme with, familiar angles, a familiar lacing system, if you will. I think the uniqueness in the shoe for Jesse, to me, speaks in the midsole with the kind of voltage, the kind of language that it took on. That hidden P,
All right.
So it's sort of like, for me, it's sort of like the barbed wire protecting the Pensole logo.
That's a stretch, but okay. I give you that one. If it was Pam Anderson in it, because she was in Barbed Wire, that movie, maybe. But not that I actually saw that
remember
movie.
that. Pam
That's a very vague reference. I'm not sure.
I didn't see the movie. I just saw her advertisement for the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
D, who do you think is going to pull this one out, Jesse or Marco?
I'm going to go with Jesse. People want
Jesse?
that
Super clean.
pass.
Yeah.
Moving forward. I like the aggressiveness of Marcos, but I don't think people are going to go with that, and cast their vote there. I think they're going to go with that hidden P.
Finally, I believe to get one.
Yes.
All right.
It's a good way to start the round.
Yep, I'm 2-0, baby. I'm 2-0.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Right.
Wow.
So now we're talking.
You should have watched these videos. The videos are actually good. I've never seen both of these videos, actually. So we got Maher and Arthur. Two high tops. One is really iconic in the sense of clean and simplicity with Arthur and color blocking. And then you have Maher also, he took a chance with a bigger high top, crazy lacing system. All right, let's see. What do you guys think? D, you got two high tops, D. You got two high tops.
Two high tops here, so this one's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I wish I did see the videos. I want to know on Maher's, is that completely open on that ankle up to the?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Or is there some material in there that's clear, transparent?
No, it looks open. It looks open.
It's open. Okay. Yeah. So it reminds me of a gladiator boot a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Arthur.
The shoe also reminds me of fencing.
It does. It does. It does.
So you going with Arthur?
I'm gonna go with Arthur, just because I think those aggressive lines, comfortability, looking.
Okay. Let's see what the world thinks.
Over 3-0.
This is one I want to know the story behind it.
Yeah.
What is this all about?
It's a really good story, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. Really good story.
Let's do this.
All right.
Yeah.
Dennis, Max.
Max
Right.
Classic, no?
What you see, Rick?
A little bit of a side lace, look like asymmetrical lace, a little bit.
Bringing that up on the side. That's actually kind of a nice touch for what looks to be kind of a nice, comfy runner. That boot pole. I think that's a cool little tab with the the design for the logo. It's a nice way to kind of incorporate that. It has a nice feel. The outer sole kind of has a cool way with it, kind of giving that motion feel.
Yeah, a little high, but it works. It works. Good color blocking story too, actually. All right, Dennis. Sean, real quick, what do you think of Dennis?
I'm thinking automobile. I'm thinking aggressive, high performance, elegance. The way the toe cap and midfoot material design plays there. There's that rugged, no nonsense detail. Midsole, outsole. There's the luxury, comfy play on the midfoot cap area, and then there's the classic comfort of the inner booty for Dennis there. So I'm feeling Dennis's shoe.
All right. D?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dennis's shoe as well. I just think people want that look and feel, something different. Not saying that Max's is not, but Max played it a little safe there. He played it a little safe.
All right.
Finally, I got a win finally?
Yeah.
You did. Nice.
Yeah. You're doing all right.
See,
All right.
coming back.
Confidence
Cheers.
picks up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We got Ruben and Sarab.
All right.
All right. D. You started off, D. You started off, D.
Wow, just right after, I'm not going to try to steal too much thunder, but I'm going to go with Sarab.
Okay. All right. You okay with that, Sean?
I'm riding with Ruben, man. Ruben's reminds me of space exploration, a shoe that you kind of just take on new adventures with you. You know what I mean? Traveling somewhere for the first time and you haven't been there.
Right? Sigourney Weaver. Come on.
Okay.
I'm with Ruben, yo. I'm riding with Ruben, wherever he's going with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Sarab brings in kind of a nice look here. That top piece looks really nice. I think the outer sole kind of brings some different feel to it. It is, again, it's a shoe of two stories to that shoe, and kind of that line on the liner on the outer sole just feels like it has a nice good feel. I mean,
Yeah.
multiple things going on. It's busy, but it's different. That's why I like it pushing.
Sarab's look like a hovercraft.
Yeah, a little bit.
It
Yeah.
has that light feel. Yeah.
It's just it's the separation of the outsole and the upper with that green line. So, all right, let's see.
If I lose one more time, I'm gonna go home.
I feel bad for some of these kids when they see their shoe go up in flames. Like, I hope that doesn't, tarnish their morale any.
I'm telling you.
It ain't personal. It's just that we just needed really strong effect. And Wachaya, if you get mad, blame it on Wachaya. Actually. But no, I think for all of you up to this point, first of all, for you guys to get to this point is amazing.
Absolutely.
To be one of the 64 and to get to this point is definitely a win. So please keep that in mind. And just because if you're getting eliminated today, that doesn't mean that your journey is over. It's just an opportunity for you to come back stronger. Go back, sharpen your pencil. You know what quality of work is needed, so you want to make sure that you elevate it based on what you've seen here on this broadcast. So don't feel bad, people. Don't feel bad. I know flames is tough, though. It is tough. It is tough. All right, we have Martin and Pablo. All right, Martin and Pablo. Clean blocking on the left. Iconic, simple. You got Pablo. A little bit more color blocking on Pablo's. Pablo took more of a chance. So, D, I'm gonna let you call this one. D.
I like the kind of the dress shoe feel of Martin's, but I think the voters want something a little bit more aggressive, and the blocking on Pablo's is just that. So I'm gonna go with Pablo. I'm gonna go with Pablo on this one.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Let me see. I was wrong.
I can win.
I was wrong. All right,
Martin,
congratulations, Martin.
Yeah, that was a strong one. That was strong.
Okay, now this next one's gonna be tough.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
I see boats on this one. Both of them. I see nautical influences.
Yep. All right, Sean.
Yes, sir. So Suk Jin, his design right here, again, D-stated nautical influence, and the wraparound and inserted play / lockdown system. That's a very progressive and interesting design on the tooling. And in case none of that really kind of sells you, polka dot kind of hits on the back there with the pull tab. The World Sneaker Championship logo is probably placed about as perfect as you can place it on his shoe.
It's a good call.
I was gonna say that's actually really nice leverage of the logo there. That's a nice shoe. I dig that. Martin on the side here. This is actually it's an interesting shoe. That's kind of a unique looking feel to it. Nice silhouette. The lacy system, pretty interesting. It looks like it has some sort of again a pencil logo popping in across the mid zone there. Kind of has some nice detailing on it. Then the sock pull up with the and the outer sole kind of different look and feel. Almost a little bit more kind of foam hike-esque, but I like it.
Okay. Yeah, I like the contrast of how solid the outsole is versus the upper. That's good. All right, D.
All right.
Who's taking this one?
I'm gonna go with Martin. Just think that people have voted for it, and yeah, Martin.
I win.
Did I hear him just call this shot in the background at the end? Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
All right, last one in the third round.
Man,
Let's do it.
Okay, Matthew and Connor.
All right.
Matthew and Connor. Nice rendering. So they both look like they actually rendered it together. They have the same.
For real, right?
No, like they have the same rendering style. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you thinking, Rick?
Yeah. Connor said both.
Slip-on high top.
Yeah, I actually like that with kind of a zip-up system. But the colorways are interesting and how it pulls across, coming down to the outer sole as well. I like that. Nice, aggressive, very futuristic. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Playing in Hollywood, but I can see it playing in high fashion as well. Has a unique look to it.
Yeah. All right, Matthew. Do you think Matthew's going to take it, Sean? Before we get to D, who's doing? You actually about even now. You 4-3 this round, D.
I'm 5 for 2 so far.
Okay.
5 for 2.
All right.
I'm digging Matthew's play on the shroud / unique lacing system.
It's nice.
But what is that little bit that's like a little raise?
Right. Around the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like you try to look a little heel counter support.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
With the lace, the moccasin type tie in the back, but I'm really intrigued by the way the lace system supports the shroud, if you will, and I'm also really digging that incorporation of the Pensole logo.
Yeah, that's
I think
solid.
that's pretty subtle but nice. I like that.
That's
All right,
tough.
D. All right, D. Connor or Matthew?
All right.
Just say Matthew, D. Just go ahead.
Matthew. I'm gonna go with Matthew on this one. I am.
All right. Yep. Last of the third round.
Okay. 6 for 2. See, I redeemed myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Bring it now.
All right.
Last round.
Let's get it. Let's get through this one so we can put the people to bed so they can sleep for some of them. All right, we got Melvin and Thaddeus.
All right.
Wow.
Wow, this is tough. I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of polar opposites, quite honestly, in my opinion. It's like if you want the high top feel, or if you want a little bit of a mid cut feel.
Dude, Thaddeus' shoe looks like it's something made for like the frozen tundra or Toronto in the dead of winter.
Very heavy sneaker boot, like winter sneaker boot. Yeah.
Yeah.
You call it, Sean. You call it, D. You call it.
I'm gonna have to go with Melvin on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
On this one. Good job, Melvin. Congratulations.
Nice.
Good looking design.
All right.
That is go.
All right. Gabriel and Jared. Oh yeah, this is the Brooklyn gentrification boot. I remember this.
I was gonna say.
Look at that. Okay. Yeah.
Love Dwayne.
Yeah. I remember the gentrification sneaker. Sorry. All All right, Rick, it's you. Now you got the gentrification sneaker.
Is that where I'm at?
Yeah, you got the gentrification. That's confidence, though. That's confidence.
I definitely, I mean, it pushes it design-wise, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a stance with that. Yeah, it's intriguing. Yeah, kind of. I don't know. They're both intriguing shoes, so I'll leave it at that. The heel cup and the outer sole, kind of with that nice molded, kind of rounded out feel to it. I like that.
Yeah, it looks like this is like an elastic lace, so there's no knot, right? So
Right.
like it zigzags underneath a little bit. A little creepy though, like
I would say it stretches. It stretches. It's stretching there.
All right, and then Gabe got the multiple layers of lacing in there.
Yeah.
Robe in the back. Okay.
Well, he's got the P for the Pensole play right there, real subtly near the front too.
I like that simplicity. Yeah, that's cool. All right, Gabe or Jarrett?
I'm gonna have to go with Jared's on this one. I think the lacing system on Gabe's is a little too much for people. And this is the first, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we've seen a pink rose color shoe.
No, very true.
So I think people want something different.
That's a bold statement. Okay.
Exactly.
Why
Be real confident to wear, pink or rose. Real confident.
Where's Cameron at when you need him?
I was to say, yeah.
All right.
Three in a row right now. You see this?
I was wrong.
Yeah, people probably wasn't feeling that pink.
Feeling the pink.
It's tough, man. I'm telling you, for all of you students out there, be really careful with your choice of color, especially when it comes to public voting, because people are influenced by color and color blocking first.
Yeah.
Heavily influenced by that first. So just make sure going forward, if you ever do this again, or if you put work in your portfolio, you want to make sure that you choose your colors very wisely, because those colors can turn people off. Specifically, from a portfolio point of view, do not do any black shoes in a portfolio. No, I'm serious, because black will not always show up depending on the resolution of whatever somebody's computer. So depending on their computer, be careful with the resolution. And I wouldn't do any black. I wouldn't do any dark shoes, because you cannot control the resolution of people's computers. So when you're doing any projects, make sure that you use a bit lighter colors, not pink, but don't do black. And if you do gray, make sure it's a lighter gray or a steel gray. But trust me, I've seen thousands of portfolios, and I know a lot of students love black shoes, and it looks fantastic when you render it black on a black background and you highlight it, but it starts to look really horrible depending on the resolution, and it gets even worse if you try to print it. So don't render black. All right. So Alexander and Lisa.
Yep.
All right. Two high tops. Okay.
Yep. Similar lacing construction.
Yeah. Yep. Alexander got the army play with the popper red right there.
Yeah, I like that take on the terrain kind of feel of Alexander's design. And I also like the incorporation of the World Sneaker Championship logo in, the midsole in the back there.
Yeah.
Incorporation. We've seen that before, so it's cool. Not original, but it's cool.
Right.
The color blocking on Alexander's shoe that kind of sells it with that nice hit of red.
Yeah. He also got the little floating Stefan crystal ball laces going on right there.
Yeah. With the lace tips there. I love the lace tips there.
Stefan, congratulations, 2014 World Sneaker Champion. Still making influence 3 years later. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
A little nice attention to detail on that.
All right, Lisa brought it. She has another similar lacing system, but softer colors, a little bit of different color. You actually got a little gum rubber on the bottom of that too. What you think, Rick?
Yeah, it's just cool. I like
nice.
Yeah, the outsole, the tread on that, I like that kind of aggressive feel. I like the high top look to it. The lacing system coming all the way up on that boot. And it looks like it would have a nice, snug feel. I actually really think that's nice. Also, the toe box coming across there with just kind of simple lines. I think that's actually pretty fire.
Yeah, I like the contrast. I like the contrast in design. All right, D, 2 high tops.
High tops. I'm gonna go, and it's so funny. I picked up on this before you said it, but I'm glad you did about the rendering. Something about Lisa just stands out with, just like you said, the contrast stitching, the yellow hits. Maybe that's gum. Maybe that's yellow.
Yeah.
I can see more details in Lisa, so I'm gonna go with Lisa.
All right. Are we here for the win?
Alex. Congratulations, Alexander.
Wow.
I'm now officially 1 for 2.
You're having a good round.
You are having a good round. You actually having a very good run. Like I have 6 in a row for you right now. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're recovering nicely. Okay.
I'm telling you.
You get
Home stretch now. Home stretch.
No, I'm lighter like Sammy Sosa. That's good. You're recovering really well. All right. Good. All right. So we got Freddie and Thomas.
Yep.
Freddie and Thomas.
Designs.
Yeah.
Way.
Very, very polarizing. Either you love it or hate it. I like that.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Rick. You got the more aggressive of the two.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
TNT, Thomas is bringing an interesting look here. Actually, an interesting little touch of detail with what looks like might be a little river or bud. But
Yeah.
also some color blocking that's coming through there with the blues, what have you. Even the lace caps. I dig it. I think it has kind of that, almost like a jet boat, like a cigarette boat, Miami Vice style, but kind of brings it out.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Might be interesting in different colorways as well. I can see that.
Good detail in the lace tip calls too. Yeah. All right, Freddie. What you gonna do with this one, Sean? Side laces.
Yeah.
So
So
try to pull off a nice little nice detail on the rendering on the mesh on there. You see that little bit of red in there?
Yeah.
Still in there?
exactly that little subtle hit of red, which contrasts with the upper there with the red and the gray, and it's nice incorporation on the stripe.
Yeah. You see that?
Very subtle there. And I also love that World Sneaker Championship hit on the midsole, outsole tooling there. For asymmetrical design that kind of lets you in but keeps you out at the same time.
Yeah.
Thomas says I would actually buy though. In all seriousness, I would actually buy Thomas's just because I'd be curious about. But Freddie's actually speaks to more of the underlying details and the subtleness yet in your face nature of it. I'm going with Freddie.
Okay. All right, D.
All right. Freddy Krueger. Freddie.
You gonna go Freddie in? Yeah, Freddie Krueger. All right. Okay.
Man, these odd number rounds, man. These even number rounds, I don't do well.
Wow.
I don't that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Freddie, congratulations.
This is gonna be interesting.
This one's tough.
All right. Got a lot of crazy detail in Cordell. A lot of color, like an explosion of color on Cordell.
Yeah.
Got the Stefan influence in the laces again, floating. Hakim, he got the strap and the zipper. Okay. All right, little high top.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a love hate too, man. I don't see the same person having these two shoes.
At all. The person that buys Zishan's shoe, I am going to make everybody pay attention with how different these are.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
All right.
And Cordell's, you have to be that kind of person who expresses themselves through color.
Yeah. Not afraid of it. Not
Yep.
afraid.
Yeah.
So,
One, but I gotta go with my guy Zishan Ali.
yeah.
Z's is actually, it almost feels like a Chelsea boot gone athletic.
Yeah, a little bit.
It has
That's
kind of
true.
a unique feel. I'd rock that. So I'm jumping, but I'd rock that Z shoe in a set. Cordell, it's interesting. I mean, lots of color. Cool. I like how the laces are integrated up underneath to a certain
Yeah,
extent.
it's like clear overlay, yeah.
Right, which is kind of cool. And then that front toe cap kind of bringing the white out from underneath of all the color blocking. I actually think that's kind of interesting. So
It's bold though. It's
it goes.
has a little bit of a Jeremy Scott feel to it to me a little bit.
You could envision limited editions coming off that too,
Yeah.
with different design ways.
All right, D. Which one do you want to rock?
Oh man, Cordell Jordan.
All right.
Let's go. Tonight.
Wow.
Good call. It's a good call.
Color took it.
Color took it. Exactly.
I'm not mad at that.
Yep.
And I'm not mad at that.
Nice. Nice work, Cordell.
All right. Christian. That's not bad.
And
Clean,
Jeffrey.
simple. Nicholas. Simpler, actually. Oh, that little wallaby effect there going on right there. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of wallaby toe, bow stripe, midfoot strap, I mean.
Yeah.
All right, D, what you call it? It looks like there's a button, too.
a button.
Yeah, it was a
There's
button.
There's a lot going on here.
Wow.
The
Okay.
Pensole logo integration is kind of cool too.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
Fuda or Nicholas? Fuda or Nicholas?
I'm seeing like so many influences on Nicholas's.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Christian. I'm gonna go on Christian.
Okay.
I think
Christian, let's see. Let's see what the
a
world.
little far out.
Let's see what the world thinks.
He's brilliant.
Christian took it.
I can see it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm killing this bracket.
Last
Killing this
two.
round.
I'm 3 for 3 now, baby.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. We got Mr. Chris Dixon and Vaughn. Matthew Vaughn. Okay. Interesting. Strong lace story on Chris.
Yes.
Rear tie. Crazy midsole detail, dude.
That's fun.
That's crazy midsole. Okay.
Yeah.
Got the
Amazing.
reverse Stefan jumping off in the back. All right. Matthew. Actually, you have to really look at Matthews to see the layers and the details that he put into it.
Yeah.
Especially the midsole. It looks like
Yeah.
like 4 different materials. So it looks like a full sock with just a toe cap protection and interesting lace. All right. Chris, Matthew. What do you think, D?
Wow. I just love all the details I can see on Chris's, man.
Amazing.
Chris Dixon.
Okay.
Have to
What you
go
think, Rick?
Yeah, I'm going. Well, I usually stay right side, but I like Chris Dixon's nice. That's some really nice, intricate design. I like the color blocking as well.
All right, Sean. You got 2 for your side. Let's see if the world agrees with you.
Of course they do.
All right.
Nice work on both. Chris, nice.
Now we down to the last one of the 32.
Yep.
And then there was one.
Last of the 32. We got Kumani and Ammo. All right. 2 different contrasts.
Very.
Yeah.
2 different ones. All right. D, if you had to put your money somewhere.
Oh,
You
man.
have to put your money somewhere right now. What are you looking at? You looking at
I'm looking at
5, 2?
only because of I love that just the color that kind of off kilter ankle. I think people are just feeling that. So I'm gonna go with ammo. As much as
Okay. Let me weigh in on the last one. The last one before we go to the matchups, because we got to match these up now. So this is a selection of 32. So this is number 32. You ready?
Yes. Who gets it?
It's the last spot. All right. All right.
All right. Not bad. Not bad.
Top 32 is set.
Top 32.
Great selection. Great. Look at this. I got slaughtered. Except for round 3 and 4.
Yes.
Listen, Paper, you did good in rounds 2.
3 and 4.
Yeah. See.
3 and 4. Well, I took a beating from Rick in the first 2.
Yeah, a little bit you did. Sorry about that.
The matchup.
And then it came back strong.
You kind of cooked me in those first 2 rounds, Rick.
Yeah, but
That's true.
slide to the right as you go to the last 2. You got it. Coming back strong. But I got off to a good start. It looks like for sure.
Up at the barbecue.
All right. This is
Sorry about that.
This is the 32. All right, we got the 32 selected.
Nice.
Congrats to all who have advanced. Congrats to all who have advanced.
Oh man, definitely. It was a tough process to get to this point. I mean,
This is really good.
I'm sure the voters had a tough time deciding which was which, but I mean, I feel good about it. I mean, I could have a choice, but we are here. We are at 32. Guess you have to tune in to see what the matchups look like, because this is going to be some tough matchups.
Yep.
So I wanna leave it at that. We were going to continue, but we want to leave the suspense out there a bit, so you can tune in and see who you matched up with if you're looking. Okay.
Yeah.
Rick, any last words for these? Not only the 32 that were selected, but the 32 that was not selected.
Well, I would say for myself, just pride in what you guys have brought to the table. I think for everybody that has creativity and desire, keep driving with it. And it is amazing because I'm fortunate every day to work in and around creative types, be connected with individuals like Dwayne and others. But to see that drive, that desire, keep at it. And this is just one step along a longer journey. So have some fun. And just to make it here, Dwayne said it earlier, but that's in its own right. Beautiful. So nicely done.
Yep. Very good. All right. Sean, D, any last words for the top 32 as well as the 32 that will not move on, but they have the honor of making it to the top 64?
Go ahead, D.
Rick just said it, and he said it really, really well. It's amazing to see what people have done showing their creativity. So keep drawing, keep honing your craft, keep practicing, because truly practice is what's going to excel you to that next level. But also be open to criticism and feedback.
Yeah.
Don't say no to anything. Take the feedback. Sometimes you got to sift through it. But more importantly, congratulations to the 32 that made it to the next round. The 32 that didn't, go back. Keep doing your renderings, keep doing your drawings, and talk to as many people that you trust, that you look up to review your portfolio, or look at your renderings and stuff like that. Because guess what? You have an opportunity once again for the next time. The next time the World Sneaker Championship comes around for 2018, that you can enter. So keep doing your thing. Don't let this don't look at this as a failure, because this is just a setup to something bigger and better.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
True. The 32 who have advanced, of course, congratulations. Your hard work has got you to this point. But I want to address sincerely the 32 who have not advanced. I want to say to you guys, you already have a leg up on 2018's World Sneaker Championship.
That's true. True.
That's straight up and down. You get to start working now for how you're going to be in beast mode, exploration, and another level of design and progression for 2018. A lot of us who are progressive people and visionaries who want to make a difference, we start thinking about things 6 to 8 months to 12 months in advance of where we are now. With you being a creative, number one, thank you for allowing us to see your talents to this point and where you are. You're already in 2018 as of the end of this matchup. Seeing what you guys offer next, because I say this all the time, as a father of 2 children, as have restored the faith in the fact that there will be a lot of dope footwear in the future for my kids.
Nice. True.
Pensole, World Sneaker Championship.
All right. Thank you, sir. So we're going to close the show. Personally, for me, congratulations to the top 32. You guys should be excited that you made it to this point. Please tune in to worldsneakerchampionship.com so you can start to vote, see the matchups, see who you're going to be voting against. Please make sure you push all your social networks to make sure you get people to vote for you. And personally, again, I want to say thank you to Wacom. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Megan, for giving us an opportunity to use your space and also to be a part of this tournament. There's some amazing Wacom prizes and gifts for those starting in, I believe, the top 16. So, when you get to the 16, that's when you get a little extra bonus of things. Not only you get bragging rights that you made it to the 16, but then you start to get a little extra something that gets you a little bit closer to your artistic dreams as well.
Facts.
Lastly, I want to thank Foot Locker. Again, thank you very much for the opportunity to partner with us again on this amazing journey that we've been on. And please tune in to the Foot Locker YouTube page or YouTube channel, so you can see all of the updates, to see the top 16. So you want to tune in next week so you can see the top 16. But please start voting. But thank you again, Foot Locker. Thank you again to Herbert. Thank you again to Wachaya. Thank you again to Oscar. Ian Williams, Deadstock, he left, but he helped put this together as well. See you guys next week. Take care. Thank you very much.
Yep.